Alright guys, if you've seen the post, we had a issue with some of the cam bearings. They were a little bit tight. At first we thought it might have been cam out of spec or something like that, so we tried the old cam in there and it was having the same trouble sliding in all the way. So we ended up making a tool to be able to hit some of the high spots. Just put a slot, don't make it too big, PVC pipe, put Scotch-Brite in there, and we were able to touch up some of the high spots on the cam bearings in there, because it's a blind tunnel and you can't reach it like you would be able to with a bearing knife on smaller big block Chrysler. And a lot of times it just, test fitting the cam, putting it in, try to do it here with, this is the new cam, but you can see how much easier it turns now. And what we ended up doing to make, see if I can find, let me rotate it until I get the pin up. In case this helps you out. Alright. So you can see the pin. Took a castle nut and it was just perfect to fit over the pin on the cam, and use the old cam bolt, tightened it all the way down. That way we could use a wrench on the castle nut to be able to turn it back and forth on the cam, and in case it got stuck, we'd be able to back it out a lot easier. But after doing that a few times, taking some Scotch-Brite, knocking down the high spots, cleaning up the tunnel, ended up taking extension, put a Scott's towel on there with some brake clean. We kept cleaning it until it didn't have any more dirt and stuff on there, and then lube the cam up and put it in. So if you ever do have a problem with cam bearings, usually on like a big block Chrysler, that's commonplace to have the rear cam bearing be tight, but shouldn't have this problem on GEN3 HEMI. But anymore it seems like parts quality control, you can't trust it. We've never, all the years of building these Hemis, never had this issue before. Everything's lined up on the cam bearings. The machine shop that we've used for years did the cam bearing install, and I trust Rick and everything that he does, and even looked in there with bore scope and didn't see any issues as far as alignment or anything like that. But we did discover some high spots on this very first cam bearing here, and had to knock those down. There was some like small ones in the back ones, but it's more so this first one here, to get like, you get the cam in where it had like maybe a 1/4 inch to half left to go, and then we ended up, once we knocked all the high spots, the thing sit there and fell in. Hope this helps.